There's about 150 that I've met in just around Butler County that are homeless, but they keep hiding.
I like to see a facility available to anyone that's in need, because earlier in the year, in later July, I was in that position myself. And I found that there was nothing available here in this city that could help me.
If you talk to pastors and ministers and priests in town, they know that there's a homeless problem, but it's not something that hits the headlines every day. So getting people to accept that the homeless problem is real is probably a big hurdle for us.
Well, as a pastor here, the phone is ringing constantly of those that are seeking help or assistance. A lot of the first people that I became aware of here in Butler County and in the area of El Dorado was those out at the Lake El Dorado, and came across folk that were living in tents, living in campers, sort of transitional type of housing, and looking for more assistance in making that bridge from transitional housing to more of a permanent housing, especially with kids.
We have a lot of families who they will stay with a friend overnight, or they'll stay with their family one night and then move the kids to a friend's house just to keep a roof over the kids' heads and have somewhere for the children to sleep, but they don't actually have a home of their own. But a lot of those families will actually live out of their cars when they have no one to stay with, when they've worn their welcome out with friends and family.
I think it's easy to believe that if people are homeless in Butler County, we can get into Sedgwick County or Wichita where there are shelters, and so I think we've maybe tended to fall back on that. The problem being people that are homeless in Butler County can't set up a life in Butler County if we send them to Wichita. They can't establish the things that they need here, and so they'll just be back without really not much in place. Wichita shelters are overcrowded as it is, so it doesn't help them for us to send our homeless there. The other thing is, again, the perception that we have that there just aren't homeless. The term for homelessness in areas like ours is hidden homelessness. We just don't see it.
We're such a close community that actually their appearance is very normal, and mostly because they are normal people that have hit a very difficult spot in their life, and when they turned around for a hand up, it wasn't there, so they continue to fall. But they look just like you and me, and they were raised here, they were raised in our community, and so they assimilate well. And so if you go up and say, are you doing all right? Where are you staying now? They're not going to say, I'm on the street, I'm sleeping at the river. They're going to say, yeah, fine, staying with my cousin.
If we had a homeless shelter, I think it would show everyone, all the communities in our county and outside of our county that we care about our citizens.
Right now we're looking at a location, and what we need to make that happen is for the neighbors in the area where that homeless shelter will be to sign off on it, to say we see a need, we are supportive, and we are willing to put our signature on the line to say that we support it in our community, in our neighborhood.
There's so many different ways to help. Don't just have to contribute financially. Certainly those kind of gifts are appreciated, but volunteer work, getting involved with the homeless initiative itself, here, the Butler Homeless Initiative.
I would suggest that they just go to our website, www.butlerhomelessinitiative.org, and that's a good place to start, and just get the information.
Because I see, since I've been here in El Dorado, I've seen El Dorado as a very compassionate community, and I think a homeless shelter would demonstrate that compassion, that love for people that are in need.
Whether this actually comes to fruition or not, I think that will speak positively or negatively, one way or the other, about our community.
Homelessness, it does exist here, right here in our own county, in our own city, and a lot of the adjacent cities close by. It needs to be addressed. It almost happened to me personally. It pretty much did.
I think we need to do it because we're human beings, and we need to take care of each other. If we don't take care of each other, who's going to take care of us?